Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. Roman Reigns has been absent from the WWE ever since his defeat at the hands of Cody Rhodes in the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania XL. The Tribal Chief has now been spotted hanging out with his NAOI family members while on hiatus from the company. The former Bloodline leader has been taking a well-deserved break after the end of his legendary WWE World Title reign at WrestleMania. In his place, his former enforcer, Solo Sikoa, has taken charge of the Bloodline, leading a mission to restore the honor of their faction. Roman Reigns was also struck by the unfortunate situation of his father, Sika Anoa'i of the Wild Samoans, passing away at the age of 79. The wrestling world was saddened to hear the tragic news that broke out on June 25 concerning the WWE Hall of Famer's passing. Michael Cole also recently mentioned on commentary during Money in the Bank that the Anoa'i family attended the funeral of Reigns' father, which took place on July 6. Reno Anoa'i would share a picture of his father and uncle standing alongside Roman Reigns as he declared them the chiefs of his family. Three brothers. The chiefs of our Anoa'i family. My dad Luapai Ryan, my uncle Folo and Amp, their little brother Anoa'i Sika Joe. This is the bloodline, these are our family chiefs. Rena Anoa'i wrote. Sportskeeda Wrestling sends its condolences to Roman Reigns and the rest of the Anoa'i family affected by this tragic loss. Roman Reigns may never be returning to WWE, according to current announcer. WWE announcer Wade Barrett has expressed that he thinks Roman Reigns might not ever return to the company now. In his absence, Solo Sikoa has been running rampant in charge of the Bloodline after assuming leadership and declaring himself the Tribal Chief. The Bloodline has been looking deadlier than ever after recent additions to the group such as Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and Jacob Fatu. The faction ultimately won their match against the trio of Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Cody Rhodes after utilizing numerous underhanded tactics. Wade Barrett claimed during the Money in the Bank post-show conference that Reigns is probably not ever returning. The WWE announcer claimed that the former Bloodline leader wouldn't want to return to deal with Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and the rest. We heard a couple of weeks ago, Roman Reigns is not coming back. There's not been a reaction, has there? Would you want to come back and deal with this? I mean, time moves on. Roman Reigns is right up there with the greatest in history of this entire industry. I'll never take anything away from Roman. Massive loss to the industry if he's gone. But right now, it's about Solo Sikoa and the rest of the Bloodline. 520 to 546, it remains to be seen if Roman Reigns will return to WWE anytime soon and if he will be poised to reclaim the Bloodline once again. Roman Reigns spotted with Anoa'i family members amid WWE absence. The Anoa'i family has long been synonymous with wrestling greatness, their legacy woven deeply into the fabric of WWE history. From the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia to the more recent triumphs of Roman Reigns, the family has consistently been at the forefront of the wrestling world. In recent months, however, Roman Reigns has been conspicuously absent from WWE programming, leading to rampant speculation and concern among fans. The silence was finally broken when Roman Reigns was spotted with several Anoa'i family members in a rare public appearance. This sighting provided a glimpse into the personal side of the Tribal Chief's life and hinted at possible future developments in WWE. The setting was a serene beach house in Pensacola, Florida, a place that has always been a sanctuary for the Anoa'i family. The air was filled with the sounds of waves crashing gently against the shore and the laughter of family members enjoying a much-needed break from the grueling wrestling schedule. Roman Reigns, known to his family as Joe Anoa'i, looked relaxed and content as he spent quality time with his loved ones. Among those present were some of the most influential figures in the Anoa'i wrestling dynasty. There was Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans, who had laid the foundation for the family's wrestling empire. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, were also there, their bond with Roman as strong as ever despite the intense storylines that often saw them at odds in the ring. Joining them were Rikishi, the high-flying legend, and his sons, Solo Sikoa, and the younger members of the family, all of whom have shown immense promise in carrying the legacy forward. As they gathered around a large bonfire, the conversation flowed effortlessly from wrestling memories to personal anecdotes. Alpha, with his grizzled beard and wise eyes, recounted tales from the early days when he and Sika traveled the world, paving the way for future generations. Sika, his booming voice filled with pride, spoke of the moment he first saw Roman in the ring, knowing instantly that he would be the one to take their legacy to unprecedented heights. Roman listened intently, his usual stoic demeanor softened in the presence of his family. He had always respected and cherished the lineage he came from, and these moments reminded him of why he fought so hard to be the best. The firelight danced across his face, illuminating the thoughtful expression in his eyes as he considered the weight of the expectations placed upon him. The Usos, ever the jokesters, lightened the mood with playful banter and stories of their own escapades. Jimmy and Jay had carved out their own niche in the WWE, but they never forgot the lessons learned from their elders. Their respect for Roman was evident in the way they listened when he spoke, acknowledging his role as the tribal chief both in the ring and in their family. Rikishi, a mountain of a man with a heart just as big, put a reassuring hand on Roman's shoulder. "You're doing us proud, Joe," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "But remember, it's okay to take a step back and breathe. We've got your back, always." Solo Sikoa, the youngest of the group, looked at his older cousins with admiration. He had recently made his own mark in the wrestling world, and the support from his family meant everything to him. "We're all in this together," he added, echoing the sentiment that bound them all. As the night wore on, the conversation inevitably turned to the future. Roman's absence from WWE had sparked countless rumors, from potential retirement to major storyline shifts. He took a deep breath, the weight of the moment not lost on him. "I needed this time," he admitted. "To recharge, to remember why I do what I do. The fans, the stories, they're important. But so is family. This is where I draw my strength." His words resonated deeply with everyone present. They understood the pressures of the wrestling business better than anyone. The need to constantly perform at the highest level, to entertain millions, could be both exhilarating and exhausting. Roman's honesty was a reminder that even the strongest among them needed moments of vulnerability. The next morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, casting a golden glow over the beach, Roman and his family stood together, united in their bond. The time away from WWE had given him clarity, a renewed sense of purpose. He knew the road ahead would be challenging, but with his family by his side, he felt ready to face whatever came his way. Back in the wrestling world, fans continued to speculate about Roman Reigns' future. His absence had created a void, but his return promised to be a monumental event. The WWE Universe could only imagine what was in store, knowing that the tribal chief always had something extraordinary up his sleeve. As Roman Reigns prepared to step back into the spotlight, he carried with him the strength and support of the Anoa'i family. Their legacy was his foundation, their love his driving force. The tribal chief would return, not just as a champion, but as a man who had found his balance, ready to conquer the wrestling world once more. In the end, the sighting of Roman Reigns with his family was more than just a moment of respite. It was a testament to the enduring power of family, a reminder that even the mightiest warriors need a place to call home. The Anoa'i family's legacy would continue to thrive, their bond unbreakable, their future bright. And at the center of it all stood Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, ready to lead them into a new era of greatness.